Oh, we live. We right up on it. We right back at it. It's the initiates here with another video. Here to discuss some aliens, Anunnaki, and I feel like black spiritualists is on the up and up. Oh, come on, serpent. Man's be having the whole entire universe in the background. Man, but we back, man, with another video. Here to discuss the latest and greatest in spiritual news. It's the Initiates, the number one spiritual panel podcast on the entire internet. My name is Kyrie Anthony. I'm here with my nearest and dearest. Got my boy AD, my boy Jabriz, and my main man Serpent. If you hear somebody banging pans in the background, don't be worried. That's just Serpent doing his thing. But we about to talk some real spiritual mumbo jumbo. I hope y'all prepared. So go ahead, introduce yourself. Let these folks know your socials and how you get your business accomplished on these internet streets. Whoever want to go first, feel free to.
Peace to the tribe, and welcome to the Initiates. We are back with some more super hot fire. Ashe to the flame, and I'm here with my team and crew. Much love to them, appreciate them, and also get at me on my social Instagram at ad_senpai33. That's where you can find me doing all the cool math with astrology and tarot, and also get my athleticism on with my martial arts. So check me out there where you can find me at all my actual items and more. Appreciate you and love. Hope you enjoy the show.
What up? This is Breeze. You can follow me on Instagram at Jabriji. I'll drop it in the chat. You can get to the Eurofans Book Club from there. You can get to my link tree from there. Yeah, a lot of stuff in the works, man. I love looking at the esoteric part of the Bible and showing folks how the Bible is an alchemical cookbook to cook your spirit so that you can absorb that spirit and go into the red phase of alchemy, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, check me out.
Sacred Serpent, Racine Maurice. Shout out to the flame. I shake to the flame. I shake to the ancestors. Uh, yeah, happy to be back. Happy to get back to this. Happy to get back with the squad. Looking forward to this conversation because this stuff can get real spooky out here. But like I said, I shake to the flame and I shake to the ancestors, known and unknown. And yeah, let's get it, family.
I project myself outside of myself and I talk to myself when I'm speaking.
So with that being said, man, my name is Hood Mystic. Follow me on IG at the Hood Mystic. Be sure to check out my website, hoodmystic.com. Click White Rabbit Psychedelics. Get the free psychedelic therapy journal. It's going to save you a lot of money. You don't have to use psychedelics. You can use tea if you want to. Utilize this new moon energy by journaling who you are, who you want to be, and how in the hell you going to get there because goddamn, what y'all worried about now, right? You should be worried about yourself. So make sure you tune in to the links in the description. Represent, show love to these boys. Show love to yourself. Do the work. But before we get into the nitty gritty, the meat and potatoes of this conversation, it is a new moon week. We are the number one spiritual panel podcast on the entire internet. So I'm trying to figure out how you boys plan to deal with the new moon energy. If y'all in the chat, go ahead, put some comments on there. Any questions in reference to any new moon questions? What y'all doing for the new moon? I want to know. Do y'all bear witness to the new moon, or is just another day to y'all?
I bear witness to the full moon. I really like gazing at it, checking it out. I even get on Star Walk, see where it's at. I love matching Star Walk up with any other planet when I just look at it, but specifically the moon because that's something we can see all day, every day. I like noticing it. when it's coming up. Pause. I just didn't like how that came out or sound.
That sounds crazy. Crazy.
I like how the moon is doing its
Wow.
action to walk around the Earth, or orbit, as you could say. Just watching it in the daytime, as opposed as you've seen it in the night. It's just mind blowing to me because it's like, damn, especially when you're just not aware of the moon and what the moon does for you, and like you're just taught that the sun does all these things, but then we forget about the night aspects that the moon takes care of, even with the plants and so on. So it's pretty cool.
How you ushering in the new moon energy specifically though? What you
Really,
doing? You got any plans? You trying to crack some bones? You feel me? What you doing for the new moon? You lighting a candle, or it's just another day to you?
for me, I'm a journal because I'm going to keep track of the seeds I put down, and then the things I want to lay down, and things I don't want to take away. Like building the gratitude and really like realizing who I'm trying to be. Because watching these, ever since I've been keeping track of the moon now, like to me, time is just like it's just it's not like I'm speeding through my days, but it's just like, man, like I feel in rhythm because I'm like paying attention to what's going on. So like just constantly doing that journaling practice is just my key because we're gonna wake you up at the end of the road. So that's how I synchronize with it. Every new moon that I get here, if I didn't get here, why? You know what I'm saying? What can I do better? Like I've been tracking what I eat, when I use a bathroom, like not to get TMI, but like I mean for real, that's how I really trying to understand myself. So
Mm-mm. Real quick, yes or no? Do y'all the first thing y'all do when y'all work up is take a number 2? Yes or no? Me, yes.
yes.
Yes, 75% of the time. It depends how much food I ate last
Type
night.
shit.
And I might have to drink
That
a,
would have sat
you
there
know,
for a
drink
few
a,
days.
drink
Just
a
let's
good
say
amount of water. You might need
it
to
was
drink a
just
lot of
walking.
water before you eat food.
Mm-hmm.
You drink
And they would have been looking at me.
Huh?
if you drink this is not just for you, Breeze. I'm just saying for like chat period, like just drinking mugwort.
Yeah, you're right. You are
That
right.
will have you going in the morning. Just what it does for your gut health, and then just helping you get ready for the next day. So, because I remember when I started messing with mugwort, I was doing that, and I'm like,
Yep. I would mix mugwort with lemon balm. And yeah, probably should boil some tonight. More talking.
Yeah, gotta
But
get
yeah,
that good tea in. That tea help you so much in the morning.
yeah.
Purify that gut. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, even if you're a person that like, damn, they talking about tea, I ain't got no herbs. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I mostly get my herbs from the Colombian Shade, so you can check
Hold
them.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
What's up,
Niggas be saying they don't got no herbs. What you
yeah,
mean by that?
some people don't know. Even if they don't got no tea, bro, like some Bigelow they get from the store. A lot of people don't even got that in their closet. I'm telling you, bro, you be surprised people don't got no tea.
Nah, you gotta get them herbs in your life because if you don't have them herbs in your life, you for sure gonna have medicines in your life, and
Mm-hmm.
you better choose wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Robitussin. But
Be
nah,
up in a doctor, be in a doctor like help. No,
nah, for real, man. And it's like if you don't got that, wake up in the morning and drink you at least like 2 cups of water and stretch, and that will do the
Or
job.
just drink water until you gotta go.
nah, drink water though for real. Hydrate.
Yeah.
Serpent, Jabriz, y'all do anything for the new moon? Anything reference to the new moon, or y'all just treating it like any other day?
So it's a new moon of Taurus. What I'll be
Mm.
doing is I'll probably be journaling based off of the seven of disc that deacon that'll be in. and then just figuring out how I can sustain a certain level of success in what I'm doing. At least that's what the seventh of this means to me. The third deacon of Taurus means to me. And then just figuring out ways that I can be figuring out ways that I can make my life support the things that I want to achieve. You know what I mean? Like whether it's cleaning up my space during that time, um, maybe doing a 3-day fast for the weekend, just things like that. Just things like that. Meditating on it, really allowing my spirit to really allow myself to align with my spirit because my spirit know what time it is. You know, a lot of times it's easy to get out of alignment when we chasing the world. You know, when we watching glamour and stuff like that. So just going within and getting the wisdom off of that. Yeah, seven of pentacles.
Shit, like that.
Yeah, I'm focusing on the rosemary and lavender with probably a hint of some bay leaves this week, and then yeah, just hunkering down on my journaling. I think the intentions that I set last new moon uh, are just things that I need to hone in on. You know, focusing on that thing and get rid of everything else that doesn't serve me at this particular point. Um, the goals are still in sight. As a matter of fact, they just seem like they're getting closer. So I just want to hone in on that and just focus in, like I said, with the lavender and the rosemary, some bay leaves, and um probably some chamomile. Yeah, probably some chamomile. And yes, I do shit as soon as I wake up every day. And your screen is not fucking with you. Me and Hood did not call each other so we could dress alike today. Uh, I
Nah,
I generally wear a cash shirt every day. It just happened to be the day that he wore the same one.
I got cash on my shirt.
yeah, seven of pentacles. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Because it is to me, it speaks to the work that has to be done. You know, because six of pentacles is like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm big balling. And seven pentacles is like, all right, you balling now, but you're gonna be balling a year from now. You're gonna be balling a week from now. So it's just understanding the principles that brought you success and upholding those things, you know, and really making it a lifestyle from this point forward type shit.
And besides most of the sevens, would you say like it's probably the best seven there is to get in the reading, right?
I think that's a good point. I think that I like seven of wands. Seven of wands
Yeah,
is some
bailiff,
real shit.
yeah.
Yeah, seven of wands is ill, but I would say seven of pentacles, seven of wands. But
Okay.
man, you see seven of swords, you better know what time it is. Seven of cups as well. Oh, good, it's gone. Well, the number seven on the Kabbalah is Netzach, and it represents Venus. So we dealing with like earthly matters. We dealing with Lucifer, the light bringer. Um, Even in your most darkest places, there is still light. That's one thing I learned from Venus.
And then even thinking about Venus,
Wisdom in every uh, difficulty. You know what I mean? There's a seed for success in every failure. What you
I
was about
mean,
to say?
even with Venus, like another aspect of Venus, right? We think about love, but what if love, right? Think like sometimes we think about love being like this romantic, pleasurable, lovey-dovey experience, but we never try to see the other side of love. the arguments, the fighting, disagreements, the clashing, a whole bunch of other insecurities, just jealousy. Like so many things are going to pop up. So I just feel like when we think about Venus, that's one way we need to interpret it, because there's always that thin line between love and hate. And
I
sometimes,
want to
go ahead, brother.
I was just gonna say I want to sprinkle something in to that point. Venus and love, it deals with responsibility, and it deals with being able to love your humanity. You know what I mean? Because we chose to be humans, whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? We chose to incarnate. So having a little bit of like compassion for your physical nature, and then just the responsibilities of, what your responsibilities are. You know, you know what I mean. You know what you said you was gonna do. So it's just kind of like being trustworthy. That's another aspect of love. I would say being able to be somebody that someone can trust.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nah, trust ain't far.
And guess what?
What's up?
Taurus is the Hierophant.
Yes, of course.
The new moon in the Hierophant.
What's an aspect about the Hierophant that you think that's overlooked?
Ooh. Well, I mean, for me, the Hierophant is a studier into the scholastics. You know what I mean? Somebody that's always trying to just gain some understanding. You know what I mean? Whether they walking in the park, having conversations, reading a book, it's kind of just like, yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I would say. Just I want to learn, and then I want to share what I learned.
For sure.
When I learn something new, it's just like I gotta tell somebody. Even if I tell my moms and she don't know what I'm talking about, she still be like, "Okay, that's what's up."
Nah, just getting hit with all types of information. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, no, that's how I do Grand Peasy. But I know everyone sees the heading. We're gonna get to that soon.
I don't. Maybe later on tonight.
Wow. I didn't have to say much. No. It probably does, honestly.
What did it say?
Not now, but I go through my phases at different consistent times. Wondering if it has to do anything with my astral chart.
I would say one thing is key, like how I said, is 75% of the time for me, depending on what I ate before I went to sleep. So ideally, eating fruits when you wake up and drinking water get you together, but also eating fruits before you go to sleep. Just things that's good for digestion. That's what I found. But if you don't do number two, don't eat a heavy breakfast in the morning. You're gonna ruin your day. You're gonna ruin your day.
Yeah, if anything, you should really try to incorporate dates into your diet. And then if not, if you don't want to eat a date straight up, you can put dates in your smoothie. And the real thing that I noticed about dates, I remember one time I was like, my smoothies were coming out real sweet as hell. I'm like, damn, pause. I don't know. I just felt weird about that. So it came out real smooth, right? So I was like, okay, this tastes pretty fire. Until
That's
I realized
wild work, son. That's wild work.
that is crazy work. Crazy work. No chat. Yeah, but now put dates in the food and give you that sweetness that you want.
Recordings just
okay. Never mind. There you go.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so
Serpent had me believing something else.
So yeah, my computer was glitching out real bad, but I'm back better than ever. So man, is there anything else we want to address before we get into this build?
We was talking about Venus.
What about it?
Um, just our thoughts on it.
Govern because it's
Uh,
governed in sevens and seven swords, seven discs. They said
yeah,
or nut sack.
Taurus
They said
ruled by Venus. Venus
Hmm.
representing love, responsibility, your physical body, having compassion for
Lucifer
uh,
aspect,
your
Lucifer.
humanity. Yeah, Luciferian and things like that.
Yeah, to me, it's like the meaning for things, like the wisdom towards, like the wisdom, the wise, or the person that knows or has a communication with spirits, like dialogue with spirit in a true sense that can like demonstrate love in many different ways, But then it's like Venus in a household is like, man, I love this house. I love what we built in this house. Venus outside the house is like, man, I hate going home, man. It's so fucking boring here. Like, but it's the same house. But
Hmm.
meaning is very powerful to me. Something to always reflect on. Like, what does this mean to me? Like in real life, like because love sometimes is just a word. But like, say for instance, like I love you because we are part of my family, but you do something messed up to me, be like, bro, I love you type stuff. But then like somebody does something that's like they never like somebody just buys your favorite CD and buys you a CD player so you can like listen to your favorite CD and like vibe out with you. You're gonna be like, damn, that means so much to me.
Hmm.
That's love versus like, somebody just associating with you. So it's very
Hmm.
peculiar, in these days and times. Like people try to have like a different differentiation or a different definition for love, but I think like sometimes it gets down to like what does it mean to you, you know?
Yeah. To add to that, I would say it makes me think of being happy to be manifested, being like happy to be in the physical, like really enjoying it, but not overdoing it, type of
Mm-hmm.
thing. You know what I mean? It's just
Mm-hmm.
like I know I came in for a reason. I'm here to figure it out, but I ain't gonna shit on the fact that you know what I mean. I have a human desires and things like that,
Right.
and an
Right.
ego, you know,
And that
which
shit
is
means a lot too. That means a lot to the overall experience because
yeah,
I don't know if people like be so spiritual, but then and they at their house, they might be doing things that they really enjoy that they'll never tell you.
right.
But the body is like kind of like in control sometimes. So it's like to deny it. I just think people just be fooling you or fooling themselves one way
Right,
or
they'd
the
be
other because
embarrassed. They'd be
yeah,
embarrassed that
true,
they to me a line dance and shit.
true. I'm a crack some shit from time to time. That's just me, but that's just I wouldn't be lying saying if I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know. People kind of be in like this spiritual mode, like I don't even look at women like sexual objects. I just
Man,
kind of
come on.
float on clouds, above
TV.
the
You watching
above
Hey,
the
TV?
come on, man.
above the frequency. I'm
Right.
never frazzled. Like, come on, man, you
Come on,
lying.
man.
You capping.
You might as
Just
well
like
give
that's
up the
like my
ghost
top
then.
kid saying he don't got no hoes.
What you
Yeah.
oh
Right.
hey no, Montauk Chia might be a wild boy.
Yeah, he
I'm
might
telling
be
you,
having.
bro. The dude, I'm telling you, because when you really in your semen retention, the hoes come out of nowhere, bro. And you know what that
Like
is?
they smell it on you like
It's,
vampires.
it's, it's magnetism.
Magnetism for sure, with straight succubus.
Yeah, that shit is that shit is uh that shit is a vortex for the fucking succubuses, bro. Like they could smell that cleanness on you. They could smell that purity on you.
All right, so real question though. Real question though. Let's take it to the real.
I don't know why that shit make me laugh, man.
All right. So say for instance, you in a dry season, you ain't getting no cheeks, but the shorty that's on you is a succubi. What do you do?
Hmm.
Man, what Jay-Z
Like
say, get
honesty,
shit off me. You
honesty.
can't get shit off me. Nope. Nope.
Honestly,
I'm
Honesty.
smarter.
honestly,
I done got smarter. No. That's my answer. I done got smarter. No.
Type shit.
How about this? How about
No.
this? Physical man, he taking it down.
Mhm.
Spiritual man, he leaving her alone. If not blessing her with wisdom, but that's
I'm,
it.
I mean, think about it. Scorpio uh alchemically represents the ego as well. So if you
Mhm.
retain, you'll be able to be above it. You know what I mean? For lack of better words, you'll be above it. I don't even think it'll be. To me, I just see it as not being a problem now in life. It's not a problem now. Princess of Cups.
yeah, I would say younger me is putting that down all day, every day. The current me, oh, I'm curving her. Like she gonna get curved so quick. Like because that shit, an aggressive succubi is a turnoff to me. So, um, but then again, I can't speak for everybody. So yeah, like I'm curving that thing now, but 10 years ago, oh yeah, I'm knocking that thing down.
Yeah, I don't really care, bro. I'm for the smoke. I want to see what it's about. I think like
Mm.
certain things are to be experienced and not to be avoided. But that's just me because it's I would not seek out a succubi, but then at the same time, I'm not like opposed to uh I'm not opposed to exploring different types of energies. Like I'm the type of person that's like willing to fuck around and find out type shit. That's why I asked because I know but I'm not gonna seek out. I'm not gonna seek it out, but I'm just thinking like if you in a dry spell and a succubi is in front of you, how do you handle that for real? Like, what's your thought process? Because, like, I imagine, like, during a dry spell, you like kind of craving something at some level, and then like, your prayers is answered low key, but she like wants your energy. Like, as men, are we able to differentiate women who want our energy versus women who want to pour into us? Like, I'll ask you another question: how many times have a woman specifically wanted to just pour into you for no reason?
Can I answer the last part of that question first?
Go ahead,
Uh,
do your thing.
honestly, the whole dry spell thing is scary, but still, like, I'm afraid of the succubus imprinting on me. So
Mhm.
like I would normally be the debaucherous fuck around and find out kind of guy all the time, but I also know that I'm a sucker for the flesh, right? So like if she imprints on me enough, then I'm just gonna be in succubi heaven for a little while, right? But eventually even that thing runs out, and I guess that's the part of me that will make me curve her because I'm gonna be afraid because what happens if I buy all the way into the succubi, nigga, and I'm trying to save the succubi. like, that's what I would be worried about because the flesh is weak, my God. The flesh is weak.
But what about like tigers and shit? Like, bears. Like, how do we as mankind exist in a world where we're not able to engage, like, or protect from certain wild animals, right? If we don't get into their nature.
You speaking the right questions, and honestly, I don't have a good answer for you. I think you're right. I just think part of me is just gonna be really scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's one thing to build up this rapport with your discipline and with your retention. It's another thing to just be like, man, I'm in a dry spell. I need to let that thing go. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother realm. You know what I'm saying? Because once you
Yeah.
let it go, you're gonna need to let it go again and then let it go again. And I guess until I get to a point where I know I can consistently have that orgasm without releasing, then I don't want to confuse the two or conflate the two. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel you, but you kind of like it's like you remind me of the girls who waiting for a nigga with that 6'2" with six fingers with a six
You're
pack.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You dead right. You dead right. You dead right. Because I damn sure said to myself today, I damn sure said to myself today, man, the next one I sleep with, I'm marrying, bro. That shit, I'm done. Like, I damn sure said that today. I damn sure said that today. I said, the next John I sleep with, I'm marrying. That's it. It's over. That's it. I'm 45, nigga. That's it. It's over.
I project myself outside of myself and I talk to myself when I'm speaking.
Bruh.
Hey, well, hey, niggas
But I
really
think
give it time.
When
I
I'm
think
jumboing with the mumbo, I got to mumbo with the jumbo.
Facts,
I
facts.
think through your experiences you will find out. And I think that should be enough of an example to let you know, intuitively how to react. You know what I mean? Because I think if you kind of like what Circle was saying, if you fixated on the dry spell, you're gonna you're gonna attract something that's gonna help you get out of it. You know what I mean? But if you see a dry spell as, or if you don't see it as a dry spell, and you see it as, damn, I'm literally on some Dragon Ball Z shit, just you
just,
know,
just, just searching.
just yeah, just like now it's yellow energy around me. Now it's lightning and electricity popping around me and shit. You know what I mean? And I think it just comes down to when you retain your seed, what do you do it for? What is it
Right,
for? You know what I mean?
right.
It sounds like the smart thing to do, but like, what are you doing it for? And I think until you really know what you're doing it for, it's always going to be a time where it's like, I gotta just fuck
Say
it. You know?
they not talking about this on the internet, right?
Yeah,
Because everybody is like semen retention, semen retention. But what do you
right,
do with that energy
right.
besides want to crack something outrageously, be up in court like,
Mm.
Your Honor,
Honestly,
I didn't know. Your Honor, I didn't
I,
know.
honestly, like I once I figured out how to transmute that energy, like that energy can be transferred into my creative process. So,
Hmm.
um, as opposed to me needing that immediate gratification release, you know, once I put it in my mind and realized that I didn't necessarily need it, I just wanted it. And then when it comes to the purpose as to why I'm maintaining and retaining that seed, letting that thing recirculate up and down, back and forth. Oh, it's because, like I said, the next one I sleep with, I'm marrying, so she gonna get everything.
Yeah, and I think also you really want to go from, you know, a novice to an intermediate to like that spot between intermediate and master with it.
Yeah,
And
yeah. You
I
want to
think,
sort of straddle that fence.
yeah, before you start messing around, you know what I mean? Because I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a slippery slope.
Yeah,
Once
it
you do
is.
release, it's just like you're gonna get back into that rhythm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to create a certain rhythm with the retention, you know, because it's a
Mm-hmm.
rhythm where you ain't cracking nothing. Then it's a rhythm where you
Mm-hmm.
just like cracking everything. And you got to be
Mm-hmm.
okay with, like, if you release your seed, you can stop. You know what I mean? But after you release your seed, it's just kind of like, you know, a kid at the buffet. I want all the carrot cake. Or like a horse. You know what I mean? You know, a horse will eat until they die. Like a horse has no sense of
But since we talking, but since we talking about animals very beautifully, I brought up animals. I love animals. So like, you know the wolf picks one mate for its entirety of its existence. And if that mate dies while it's alive, it doesn't pick another mate. It just moves on to the rest of the part of their life. Like the entirety of their existence, they pick one mate, and if she dies, he's Gucci. Like he's just done with sex for the rest of his life. So I think that's fascinating too.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this. Now, my girl told me yesterday we talking about reincarnation and how to get off the cycles of reincarnation. And so it's like motherfuckers was like, if I start a church, can I get out of it? Can I save people? Can I get out of it? Can I get millions of dollars and donate it to the homeless? Can I get out of it? And you know, we on the internet in real life, and motherfuckers will debate you from here to Timbuktu. Are twin flames real? Okay. Okay, niggas is down here doing the wrong thing, bro. I'm telling you, until you're not off of reincarnation until you find your twin flame. Period, point blank. And if you don't, what else are you down here to do?
What else are you down here to do?
Everything you do is going to drain your soul. It might seem fun to travel and see the world, and all of that shit might seem cool, but if you're doing it by yourself, if you're doing it with a group of girls, if you're doing it with a group of guys, it's not real. The realest thing in the world, you have a masculine soul. Yo, girl have a feminine soul. That soul represents one being. Until y'all tap in together and get up out this bitch together, like in the Matrix, your ass is stuck down here. So I say all of that to say maybe your twin flame is a hoe, because the deeper thing to Lilith is that she actually is not a single bitch. She's married to Samael. So it just make you think of like the Adam and Eve, Lilith and Samael, Abraham and Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these particular connections between masculine and feminine, like the Bible like talks about Ashira. Well, the Hebrew don't translate it into English, right? So it might be like a cedar tree, but really the translation really is Ashira. Ashira in the Bible like 32 times. Who is Ashira? Ashira is the wife of God. Like everybody in ancient history knew that the point of life was to find your twin flame. When y'all started dating motherfuckers, getting cracked on the weekend, it ruined everything, bro. I'm telling you, period, point blank. And I bet that is the challenge in the quest of this lifetime, because most of us are Pluto Libra, Pluto Scorpio, Pluto Sag, Pluto Ophiuchus. All of that is kind of interrelated to sexual energy and trying to learn the mysteries of sexual transformation. So I would say, like, find your soulmate, find your twin flame, and prioritize that, because semen retention, that's when you can actually do it for real with your girl. It's hard to do it by yourself.
Yeah. By yourself, that's the beginner stage.
Yeah, that's the novice.
That's playing Mortal Kombat on practice mode.
Right. Somebody said wolves and lions, because a lion is not about to fuck with nobody's baby mom for real. Like the baby dad got to get eliminated, and the kids, and the lion gonna have a whole bunch of hoes.
Yep, and he got to eat the whole litter. He got to kill the whole litter and the baby daddy before he move in.
And the chick is cool with it, and she going like, bro. But I see that shit in real life though.
When she over you, she over you.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You are right. And a lot of times it's just the mama and the kids. Daddy ain't even there. So
Mm-mm.
Well, like
Mm-mm.
I made a reel about that, about a couple of weeks ago, with the boy TK Kirkland. Like he was talking about how, a lot of dudes, a lot of these emotional dudes, they get locked up and they think they're gonna keep their girl, and then their girl break up with them while they locked up, and they don't talk about this shit. But some of those dudes just start jumping head first off the chair because their girl left them and shit, you know. And on the flip side to that, a lot of dudes that's getting money out here in the street don't know that it be they girls that be turning them into the popo when they tired of them. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally be the girl that be turning them into the popo when they get tired of them, bro. Like, yeah, it be your chick that do that, bro. Like, yeah, yeah. So,
But then you can always redirect it to, if y'all not married, and I know people like to say, well, you could be married and it don't matter, this, that, and the third. But
mm-mm,
if y'all not married, all bets is off when shit hit the fan.
mm-hmm,
So whatever you doing, it's like you gotta always make sure that y'all locked in. And I'm not saying go to the church or whatever, but people gotta actually be locked in. But then go back to the twin flame. Like if you don't know that a twin flame exists, you not even actually. Well, the first part of the twin flame is recognizing your soul,
mm-hmm,
recognizing
mm-hmm,
your flame. Shout out to the initiates. The link is in the
mm-hmm,
description. Join the Discord. Light your
mm-hmm,
flame, right? We light
mm-hmm,
each other's flames. But in that, you, like AD was saying earlier, tap into your magnetism and you attract your twin flame. I tell people all the time, and motherfuckers can, it could go in one ear out the other. I do not care. But when I was right in spiritual being having a human experience, it created a vortex for me to actually get into that space where, oh, this is real. Like the
mm-hmm,
spirituality is not going to do nothing but attract people into your life, period.
mm-hmm,
And it could be for business, bro, business, romance, career, like anything that you need is going to come from another person. And it's good to know like you can control and manipulate that through your spiritual modality. But a lot of people
absolutely.
be acting like it's random, or more or
Mm-hmm,
less motherfuckers that bear witness be spiritual, like, you know what, I don't even need a nigga, I'm gonna raise these kids by myself. Like that's
mm-hmm,
not even nothing that you want to program your subconscious mind to do. If I was a
mm-hmm,
woman, I would be like, bro, I'm about to make it work, and I'm about to like figure. I would just say I'm gonna find a guy that got kids, and we gonna raise our kids together or some shit like that. Like I'm not about to just affirm negative energy just because the shit is negative, or even vice versa. Like men, women, like you have the power to be intentional about the reality of what you're going to live. It's niggas that wake up and be like, none of these girls like me. I'm a piece of
mm-hmm,
shit. And your subconscious mind accepts that. And guess what happens? None of these hoes like you. They treat you like a
mm-hmm.
piece of shit. Right. And then you become a self fulfilling prophecy, walking in this bitch like the girls nowadays don't even like men. When every single night these hoes getting cracked like it's no
Yep,
tomorrow.
yep, yep. Yep. We
So,
got a good
so
we got a good one. We got a good one. I'm sorry.
yeah, niggas is out here tweaking though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to magic, whatever happened
Mm.
to intention. So like you got to be very conscious.
We
Y'all
got
want
a
to get
good
into the
question. We
main?
got a good Yeah, we can get to it. I was just gonna say we got a good question in the chat though, real quick.
So, oh shit, my phone. I think with that, it's like simple shit. It's like going out with a haircut. That's just one piece right there.
I would say I would relate it to semen retention, but I would also kind of like piggyback it off of AD. Taking care of yourself, really, really, like Hood said, recognizing your own flame. You know what I mean? Because for one part of it, it's like you don't even know the concept of a twin flame if you don't even know that you were flame in the first place.
Period.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of like recognizing your divinity.
That's a bar right there. That's a bar right there. We got to put that on the shirt.
is recognizing your divinity and really getting so comfortable with yourself that you just know how to make shit work for you. You know what I mean? You just know how to handle what life or what you attract to yourself, because it ain't even life happening to you. You know what I mean? It's just you bringing all these events up, and it's just kind of like understanding that through recognizing your divinity, loving yourself, taking care of yourself. Yeah, and having compassion for the times you had shit fucked up. I would say, that's what I would say.
No, no, for real, man. Like, I have a confession. You know, I was one of those guys.
I thought about that shit.
Confession ass nigga.
Looking ass.
Usher looking ass nigga.
Hold on,
I
AD.
project myself outside of myself, and I talk to myself when I'm speaking.
Right now, I really see myself, and I need y'all to understand.
I'm sorry, little bro. I'm sorry.
It's like when I say this, don't laugh. But no, for real. So when it comes to this, like understanding your magnetic space, right? Really, the more you going out your way to develop yourself, the more you're gonna have more to talk about, the more you're gonna have more to say, the more you're gonna really share from experience.
Because go ahead. I'm sorry.
I stop that. Because of that, at the end of the day, you're gonna be trying to be focused on another person, but when really like you just have to be like into tune yourself. Hold on, my shit again.
This nigga AD magnetic right now type shit.
Yeah, magnetic right now.
I had to cancel that. But so when you think about that, I'm saying this because the reason why my confession is I was that person who I'll see the ads on YouTube, learn how to talk to any girl, do, or I can teach you how to use these. Yeah, I was that guy, and I bought into that crap. It got me no hoes, bro. It didn't teach me nothing, bro.
Hey, I have a new thing that I want to start saying to all my niggas, and I'm gonna make it a real thing. Not the soft guy era, not the drizzle drip era, not the mumbo jumbo era. What I want my niggas to start doing is to start beautifying yourself. Make yourself beautiful, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself gorgeous, nigga, without the intent of getting the girl, right? Like, get yourself all the way right. And don't think about getting the girl or getting the twin flame or finding the flame, because the shit will come to you. Beautify yourself. Beautify yourself. Spiritually, beautify yourself. Physically, beautify yourself. Mentally, yeah. Make it about you, bro. Make it all the way about you. You see a fat ass, don't look at it. Act like you seen better. You know what I'm saying? You see a bad bitch, act like you seen better. You know what I'm saying? You can't be staring at these Jones while they walking by, bro. Like, you just can't. You know what I'm saying?
Abernathy.
Beautify yourself. That's all I gotta say.
Nah, but I my personal thing is like magnetism. A magnetic space is like really something that's unique to you right now. Tapping into it right now, understanding and overstanding your chakras, your hormones, and just like understanding your mood. For real, like, you know, it's a way to feel, right? And feeling is something that takes a lot of work. It's like hard to feel because as a man, you gotta like get in. It's like going down into a mine. Like, you gotta dig to get to how you truly feel. and then like take notice of how you feel, and then start to reprogram your subconscious mind to say, like, I feel great. Like you know that song by NLE Chopper, like if I was a bad bitch, I want to fuck me too. Like you got to have that kind of mentality. Like, damn, it's crazy how you just want me so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really just tie into the energy that's already there and like look at yourself and begin to feel good. And like, say for instance, you ain't bought no clothes, but you bought some weed. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of scale back on the trees and buy more gear. You know what I mean?
Could we say Kanye is kind of like that?
Like, oh hell yeah! Like, think about, you ever seen that documentary Genius? That shit, that
Nah.
like that's a powerful documentary because bro is lame as hell. Bro is in Chicago. Bro is in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It take a long distance to go from Chicago to New York and be with Jay-Z. You gotta be somewhat delusional and crazy to really make it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you talking about magic and spirituality, you can't operate from a space like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. Like, say for instance, like magnetizing your twin flame. I don't know if I'm going. You know how motherfuckers be like, I don't know if I'm gonna meet my soulmate in this life because they done got cracked 28 times. You know what I'm saying? So they just start to feel bad about it. Like, yeah, I don't think it's in this lifetime. Well, probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like, your mentality is really what they say in the Kabbalion. The mind is all. Right. So what you really got to struggle with is your mentality of what's really going to happen to you. Because how you feel about your bills, right? Like how you feel about your bills, like, damn, I don't got enough to pay my bills. You become a self-fulfilling prophecy. But if you say, man, I got way more, like, I got so much time to pay my bills, I'm about to make so much money, I'm gonna have more than enough. Like, it's people in the world that think like that and live like that. But some, like, depending on how you was raised, you probably think like, damn, I ain't never got enough money, or I'm broke, or shit like that. And that's a mentality, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So magnetism is like legit. Like a magnet is going to be legit. If you put that shit to metal, the metal is going to be like, should I attract to you? I'm not sure. Like, you're not like the best magnet. Like, you're not a tall magnet. Like, you don't have a big magnet. No, it's gonna it's there. You know,
it's gonna get information. It's gonna get in order
immediately. And so you got to actually represent that energy within yourself. Because, like, bro, I'm like, I live this shit, bro. I live this shit every single day, nigga. I do not know none of these niggas that be buying shrooms, bro. I'd be like, how the fuck you get my number, bro? How the fuck you get my email? I don't know, bro.
I done told a lot of people about
See,
you.
it be like that though. It be like that, bro. Like, imagine you times 100. You know what I mean? Like that shit is crazy when you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta actually trust this motherfucking process, and you can be in a vibe where you in abundance, but your mentality is like, man, I don't know if I got enough, and you be like in abundance, in your subconscious mind, like, well, we don't got enough, and you would just figure out a way to fuck it off or sabotage some shit, when the reality is like, bro, you gotta actually think like, damn, I'm rich as fuck. Like, you gotta really be like, damn, I got all this money and all these bitches, just like, I don't even know which bitch I need to choose from for real. Like, you gotta really be in that mode. And you might have to like get into an altered state of consciousness. I'm not talking about psychedelics. I am, but I'm not. Get some wormwood. You know what I'm saying? That'll be just enough to take your ego down a little bit and start programming your shit. Because for psychedelics, I was for sure programming my life with the wormwood, going to sleep and journaling. Like, I don't want to be broke and I don't want to work. Like, I hate working for motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, gotta be so intentional with this shit, bro. And yeah, magnetism is real though. Like, you gotta know that shit.
Yeah, you can even fuck with that Blue Lotus.
That Blue Lotus, vervain, mugwort, lemon balm.
You can smoke the mugwort too, smokers.
Chamomile, roses. If you wanna tap into your soulmate, roses, mugwort, and wormwood. I like roses for sure. Roses will at least get you some hoes, right? If you ain't got no bitches and you want to have some hoes on the roster, drink that rose tea. You'll have a nice rotation by the end of the summer. I guarantee you. I guarantee it.
Imagine how you think I felt when I started burning rose after I was buying motherfucking DVDs on Learn How to Talk to Women. If I knew about burning roses.
Listen. That shit is so crazy. That shit is crazy. Ain't that crazy?
Crazy work, bro.
That shit is wild. All right, let's get into this goddamn Billy Carson shit, man. We kept the people waiting long enough. You know
Carlson.
that's what they know that's what they've been waiting on. So do we do the Joe Rogan or do we do the JT? What y'all want to do first?
Shit, man. You know what they say? It's always nice to give them the seasoning first.
Let's give them the seasoning and then let's give them the actual meal.
Okay.
But you know what's interesting? If you want to say, oh, human beings could be really bizarre. But you know what's interesting? If you want to say, oh, human beings could be aliens, well, actually, every person on this planet is an alien. Even our planet itself is an alien.
Hold up, man.
Wait. I'm sorry. You gotta play some more.
I gotta mute myself because this shit. I'm sorry.
All right, let's go.
Scientists just discovered something interesting. I've never talked about this shit on the podcast, and you guys can look this up. So, our Milky Way galaxy is pretty interesting because it's absorbing another galaxy at this exact moment called the Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy. Not the Sagittarius constellation. That's something totally different. We are absorbing the Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy at this exact moment. People thought for all these decades, looking, or even hundreds of years, looking up in the night sky, seeing that swath of stars going across, that's the Milky Way. Guess what? We've been wrong the whole time. This is now being taught in universities in astrophysics. So what we're looking at, you're looking at the absorption or the merging of the Sagittarius with the Milky Way galaxy. And the exact point where it merges and drops into the Milky Way is right where our solar system is located.
All right, so what is he talking about? First off, like we all aliens. What's the definition of an alien?
It's the same definition of a human being. Like it's super weird. But could you bring up that screenshot that you had of the Sagittarius dwarf star?
Yeah, for sure. Give me a second. Oh, it's right here. Give me a second.
I think alien is a legal term too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
It's how they used to describe immigrants.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to say it because I wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You remember back in the day, Poppy might be an illegal alien because he's working for, a lot cheaper than everybody else. Like, yeah.
That's like saying I'm from another country because I'm in another country. I'm in another country.
Literally.
We're all aliens because even Earth is an alien because it's in outer space. And we're in Earth, so that means we're outer space. We would be an alien if we went to another planet. We would be aliens then. Like, yeah, like I get it. I get what you're trying to say, but you ain't really have to say it. Like, yeah. And another
thing, you ain't have to go that far.
Yeah, and another thing about like information that's like space information or history information. I think even history people in college and like scientist people in college, I think they bear witness to say we don't know basically anything. That's why we're here. You don't really talk in the affirmative when you wasn't there and you could never be there. So it's just always interesting how niggas be so affirmative with shit. So I'm gonna give y'all another video. Let's see what this one talking about.
Actually good, because the natural disasters knock us back down. If we're about to destroy everything, knock us back down to some much more primitive version of ourselves, and then we have to rebuild society again over thousands of years, which to the universe is the blink of an eye.
That's a blink of an eye. You're right. That's exactly what happened in the Emerald Tablets. 36,000 years ago, Thoth he arrives in this place called the land of Kem, ancient Kemet, before it was known as Egypt. His father sent them on a mission to rebuild civilization back up to a high level, meaning that it already was at a high level prior to this flood situation. And he says he gets into the great ship of the master and he takes off into the sky until the earth disappears. And then he goes to the plane appointed and he sees beneath him the children of the land of Kem. And he descends down. He doesn't sail in, he descends down. And when the ship lands, he opens his doors and he comes out with his crew. And he says the barbarians came at him to attack him with cudgels and spears. He says, I raised my staff and sent out a ray of vibrations, stopping him still as fragments of stone of the mountain. So he had.
So this is basically some shit that's just crazy, right? Because it's a book, right? The Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, where bro is just yapping about what happened 36,000 years ago. And the reality is that nobody knows what happened 36,000 years ago because nobody was alive 36,000 years ago. If we're going to talk about 36,000 years ago, we're only talking about conjecture, okay? Period, point blank. And it could be a mythology, it could be a story, but all of this shit is really talking about astrotheology at the end of the day and not actual people. But Broke said, you know what? I'm gonna do you one better, and I'm gonna write the same book that Dominicus John wrote. I'm gonna just copy it and say the same title and act like I know what I'm talking about. So that to me is like real nasty work. But what say y'all on the Emerald Tablets?
Just real quick, it's real like exhausting when I hear people talk about the energies, the deities in a historical sense. You know what I mean? Like, why can't you just tell me about the energy and let me understand the energy? Why you gotta personify the energy so much that you gotta insert it into human history? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's just like the Bible. It's like the Bible talking about David and Abraham, and really they took it from Egyptian astrotheology, where the Egyptians were studying astrology. They'll tell you, yeah, Osiris is a planet and a star. It's like you're talking about astrology. Now in religion, they actually say we're not talking about the stars. We actually talking about real people that existed on Earth. You lying now. Because we don't, that's not true. None of this shit is talking about people because who the fuck, like, why nobody is special? We all got to bear witness to the Most High. That's the reality of an ant. It's no special ant in the universe, bro. Never in the universe have an ant been so powerful that a nigga was like, no, that's that ant right there. No, that ant right there did some amazing shit. So human beings try to act like we could do some shit, right? So we have a story about Thoth, a man in Atlantis that was doing some amazing shit, when really you probably talking about some astrological shit that caused a major catastrophe on Earth that then caused evolution in the planetary functioning that brought awareness to human beings, and then human beings had to work together to create civilization, just like ants. Like anything you talking about civilization wise, you're talking about millions of people working together. So you're talking about planetary influences influencing the masses, and nobody actually want to talk about that. Niggas just want to talk about how Thoth was a nigga in the past. Like, come on,
Well,
man.
what
Shut
nigga
the fuck
thought
up.
it be so much?
Right. Like, come on.
I get talking about the mysteries and more, but sometimes people be acting like they was like Aristotle and Alexander the Great, like how they is with those. Like niggas be acting like that. They was like that.
Nah,
They
man.
walked off.
What's super weird is that you talk so matter of factly about something like the homie said that happened 36,000 years ago, right? Like you talk so matter of factly about that when you're not telling people that the origins of communication was symbol form, right? So when we go from symbol form into translating that into a particular language, the first language wasn't English. So if we're translating this stuff from 36,000 years ago, and the person that's telling you about what's going on 36,000 years ago is telling you that human beings, these are really human beings that they're talking about, but there's no relative data that can combat that can back that up. Like we're still trying to figure out if the dinosaurs really existed. Like this is so far from reality that it's crazy because here's a man who has a platform and he's able to just speak and spew this stuff out, but yet he's not bringing any receipts and he's talking to you as if he knows more than you and you can't get this information because he knows this information, and it's super weird, bro. Like it's super weird. Like everything comes down from the stars and everything was about the ancients studying the stars and the components with the stars. And what they did when they told their stories was they wrapped everything in mythology. So if we're talking about symbols and then we're talking about mythology and we're talking about astrological correspondences, why would you tell somebody that was a human being walking around 36,000 years ago? And yeah, that might be my cousin. Like, this is super weird to me.
Bro need to relax. Bro need to chill.
And if
Yeah, I mean, cause
mythos and story, just check out Joseph Campbell.
what is it? Hero with a thousand faces, or hero with a thousand faces.
Mm-hmm.
But just to add to
another
it,
book, just mythologies.
I could easily say that Dove wrote the Bible too. Now what?
Yeah, you could just start a whole platform, do research, write a book, and then niggas will be like, yo. But nah, I'm gonna say all of this to say, bro, it's some high level. I don't even know. I'm gonna just say secret society. I ain't gonna put no specific secret society out there. They know who they are.
You know what
Go
term
ahead.
I heard early on? Tricknology. That's what
Yeah, let's Google that. Let's bring up a Google thon on that. What do that mean? Because I went to public school.
And
They
then
probably
why
was
you do
teaching us
that?
that.
The only reason I said that Dove wrote the Bible is because we know the Christianity is an interpretation of Greek. Greek is an interpretation of Egyptian or Kemetic. Dove is Moses, literally. Like those energies translate through culture. But it's just
all the Akhenaten niggas finna have beef. They finna Akhenaten with Moses.
But then I've been doing some studying though, about how. So you have Hebrew, right? The Jews, where were the Jews at? They were in Egypt. They didn't create Egypt. They were like insubordinates to Egypt, meaning that it's fair to say that they learned a lot of what they know from Egyptian customs, right? That shouldn't be a far fetch from your imagination if you just up in a place and they building pyramids and shit and they got all of this knowledge, like the information.
No, that's right and exact. That's right and exact.
The information that comes from the Bible, it comes from Canaan and it comes from Egypt, it comes from Nubia. It's a bunch of different energies that conspire to represent the Bible, right? So it's a whole mythology that then goes into Gnosticism, where there's like this reality where the God of the Bible is not the true God, right? It's a Yahweh or Yaldabaoth, and then that the true God is hidden, and people don't know the true God. And then Jesus came, but he wasn't representing the Old Testament God. That's why in the Bible he get killed. So how you going to write a Bible about a Messiah that's a son of God, and the Jews wanted him dead? How does that make sense? Right? How does that even make sense in your brain if they talking about something completely different that we can't even wrap our mind around because it's all hidden in secrecy, all hidden in symbology. So I say all this to say, like, of course, all of Thoth, Moses, and all of these particular energies have to be the same thing, right? It's like Tut Moses or Tutmos, right? And then Moses in
Mhm.
the Bible, right? But Tut is Thoth, like thought, like Thoth Moses, like you know what I mean? But then it's like
and then and
shortened
then
names and
also and then
abbreviations.
also
And
and then
then
also
look,
thought is and then also thought is Enoch, right?
yeah,
Moses wrote the Torah, wrote the Torah. Like he's supposed to be
Torah,
the author of Torah or the
but
Pentateuch.
and the Testament was written on a tablet. The Ten Testaments was written on a tablet,
So that would
the
be the
Emerald
same as
tablet.
Thoth Emerald's tablets.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they also said that Thoth was exalted up to the seventh heaven, just like Enoch. That's how they connected Enoch and Thoth. That he was the
And
first prophet.
and then you got to bring in Metatron because Enoch is
Absolutely.
Metatron, but Metatron could just be another form of Thoth. Because when you talk about Metatron, they just basically like Metatron that nigga. Like you can't fuck with this nigga. Like he got this shit on lock. So it's
mhm.
like when you talking about all these different types of energies, I would be so more to say you probably more trying to figure out what's either constellation or what fixed star is they actually talking about. And if you can
Mhm.
actually get behind that, you might have some gnosis and some type of download. If you're trying
Mhm.
to find a nigga walking around with a beak, oh man, you about to be
But
looking for forever.
a teacher had told me, with just like this conversation, first the information start out as morality, then it goes to mythology and the stars, and then it comes right back to understanding that all these things is talking about what's going on within you,
Facts.
as above, so below, as within, so without. So at the end of the day, to talk about this stuff in a sense of history is so far removed
From what's
within
going on
these.
within you.
Yeah, it's just like you oh man, you get what
You
I'm
is
trying to
not,
say,
yeah,
like,
you not 36,000 years ago. You right now.
yeah,
You got a
yes,
platform. You got a platform where you could actually educate and elevate these people, but you choose not to.
And that's the nasty work of it all, right? Because
and
when you talk to people in the level and in the manner and the tone that he talks to people, he's talking from a place of hierarchy. So when he speaks, he's speaking down, right? So if it was really about him caring about the people that he's so-called giving this knowledge to, because it's not necessarily knowledge, this is just random information. If it was about the people and giving the people something that they need or something that they could possibly use, then you wouldn't talk down to them. You wouldn't talk so matter of factly. You would start at the beginning and you would explain yourself wholeheartedly. But that's why it's nasty work.
There's so much money in taking
right.
people's money, man. There's so much money in spewing out bullshit. So I always realize the first investment is you.
That's period, Pooh.
We kids. We were kids.
this version of the world was never discussed. You would have to be a complete kook to think that money is why wars are started. Oh, come on. No one would ever do that.
Right.
You would be a complete kook to think that the pharmaceutical drug companies lie about their drugs. What are you talking about? They can't do that. They would be arrested.
Yeah.
You'd be a kook.
Yeah.
And now, especially after the pandemic, that's how everybody feels. And watching these wars go on between Ukraine and Russia and Palestine and Israel, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
In the 21st century, this is still happening right now.
In large scale. And people are having debate over the acceptable amount of numbers of women and children that are allowed to die in a war.
Right. It's insane. It's insanity.
Insane.
Earth is, partly is a giant mental facility. Mental health is a major issue on this planet. When a person can look at someone and say they deserve to die because of their beliefs or their non-belief, that's a major problem. That's a sign of mental illness.
Let's get into the shits, man. Let's get into the shit. Cause bro be yapping to me. I don't know. Bro be yapping.
I project myself outside of myself and I talk to myself when I'm speaking.
When y'all want me to pause it, just somebody tell me to pause it.
That's what I do.
Hey, Pocket Watchers, do you want to get financial tips from a self-proclaimed expert in space aliens? Let's go.
This is Pocket Watching with JT.
All right, guys, it is story time. So I recently had a consultation with a client who came to me because they feel like they were scammed out of $8,000. Now listen, when I asked them why did they feel as if they got scammed, this is the story I got. I was told that they were encouraged to invest $8,000 in cryptocurrency. I said, okay, a lot of people are investing in cryptocurrency. For this particular client, bad idea. They shouldn't be investing in cryptocurrency. That's not super odd. But then when I read the fine print, I found out that she wasn't investing in cryptocurrency. She was investing in cryptocurrency education. The entire $8,000, none of it went to actually buy any type of cryptocurrency. It was going to educate her on how cryptocurrency works and how she can invest in cryptocurrency and how she can make all of her money back with this education. So then I asked her, who told you to do this? Someone must have given you the idea or sold you on buying this course. And she told me it was Billy Carlson. And I said, Billy who?
A very powerful energy, spirit, man, guide, scholar, polymath, intellectual, executive, actor, producer, author, you understand me, TV host, academia, a man really whom those who have seen need no introduction. You understand me? A very extraterrestrial intellect. You understand me? A person that can dive in multi-dimensional areas. You understand me?
So after some quick Googling on who Billy Carlson was, I had to ask her the question, why did you invest $8,000 in a cryptocurrency education course based on the recommendations from a guy online who talks about space aliens? She said, whoa, hold on, JT. Mr. Carlson is highly educated. Mr. Carlson graduated from Harvard University. And listen, I spent like maybe 2 minutes listening to this guy speak. And not to profile him, but it was extremely clear this guy is not a Harvard alumni. He did not graduate from Harvard. I've been doing this pocket watching thing for a while now, and it's easy to tell who has a traditional education and who gets their degree from Google University. So I decided to humor her and just do a quick Google search for William Carlson, Harvard University. And to my surprise, I did find a William Carlson who graduated from Harvard, extremely successful African American who became the president and CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company. The only problem is it's not the same guy. So here is William Carlson, Harvard University graduate, extremely successful businessman. And here is William Tyrone Carlson. Carlson with a K. He is a UFO expert and apparently a grifter. I was able to find this document from the state of Florida Attorney General. Back in 2015, they basically accused William Tyrone Carlson with a K of predatory behavior with his Vacation on Deck company, basically a travel agency that would sell pre-packaged vacations. Now, the issue was they would basically have these hard telemarketing upsells where they would overcharge their customers. When their customers would cancel the packages, they never received the refunds until the Attorney General stepped in. All right, so what is the lesson of the day? Today's lesson is never take personal financial advice from self-proclaimed experts in space aliens. Now, whenever you find someone who's constantly changing their name, that is also a red flag. Now, if a person changes their name for some sort of religious reason or a spiritual reason, I'm good with that. But William did not change his name from William Carlson with a K to William X or William Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He changed his name from William Carlson with a K to William Carson with a C. Big red flag. And for you kids who are keeping score at home, yes, this is not the first grifter that has been presented to the world by Earn Your Leisure. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you want more financial tips from a certified...
Damn, where Florida at from Good Times? Damn,
we need some special effects on that one. that was, oh
Lord. Burning back. Man, oh man.
Got him. That boy good. That boy good.
Living in America.
So, yeah.
No. Because the thing of it is now is going to be Billy Carson and it's going to be Terrence Howard. And Terrence Howard is going to be on Black Magic 363. And the conscious niggas, they're going to have a big giant squeeze off. They just going to be like orgasming in the chat. Like, dog, I think I'm about to nut. Dog, I feel like I'm about to nut alpha consciousness. Oh my God. He said wave conjugation. No. It's about to be nuts. But this is all boule. This is all boule. Yeah. This is all secret society. This shit is not real. If you like Billy Carson, you a fuck nigga. You feel me? Like you are a fuck nigga, and you just don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? I used to like niggas that made me a fuck nigga until I realized, like, oh, just because I'm listening to them does not mean that they're right and exact. I would even deeper say, like, you shouldn't listen to no fucking body about nothing. You should really be tied in and tapped into your soul. It's cool to learn and educate yourself, but all education should bring you back to your soul. Because if fucking Thoth was in Atlantean 36,000 years ago, you still got to pay your rent on the first. But you can't because you pay all this nigga some money to learn fucking crypto. This nigga had a $8,000 cryptocurrency class, nigga. That's diabolical. Because
Yeah.
niggas thinking that.
Nah. The nigga had a pair of Air Jordans too, Alien Jordans. Like he has sneakers too, my guy.
What you mean? He was selling them? He was selling sneakers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Type in Billy Carson right now. Pull it up. Billy Carson sneakers. Type it in, please.
Man, I did not know all this. I stay off the internet, man.
What can you do? If you didn't, you a nigga like Billy Carson. Fuck.
Bro, look at them sneakers, bro. Look at them sneakers, bro.
His eyes really made me think of MK.
Hey, bro, he trying to look at the niggas for real, though, sir.
Bro,
Not the Emerald
$229.
Not the Emerald
$229.
Who really on
$229 for the Emerald Tablet Jordans.
Oh my god.
This ain't even funny no more, man.
Oh my god. Not
This
the
is
Emerald
this is
tablets.
this is cosmic buffoonery.
I ain't gonna
right
lie,
here,
let me
man.
ask you, bro. I'm on
What you say? Cosmic buffoonery? I love it. I love it.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
If I catch these on your feet, I'm on your line.
Like, come on, man. Take those shoes off, man.
What
Like,
the
no.
hell?
You gotta hit them with the what are those? Like, you gotta bring that back.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro, you just gotta
Yeah.
step on them bitches.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, if I know a nigga that got those, I'm walking around with a bag of dirt all day just to hit them shits. Just to hit them shits, nigga.
Nah,
No,
but
man,
I'm not hating, right? But it's just kind of crazy that like black people, the only type of niggas that we get put in front of us is fucking CIA agents. And then
Yeah.
we a fucking clown we clowns as a race of people that everybody that we love and respect for real, like the real motherfuckers, they get killed
Mhm.
off, they get drugged
Yep.
out, they get
Niggas
fucking swept under the rug, and then everybody
niggas
that we
never
supposed
get them
to
they
love,
flowers. Niggas never get
bro.
them they flowers. Never.
Niggas be out here, and then these agents come with 20 million different scams, like, and
Yeah.
everybody is just like cool with it, and it's just
All
like,
it
damn.
takes is a new nigga with a nice shape up with some college words, and yep, we all for that nigga. We all for that nigga. Until you actually delve into and dig into the definitions of these words that these niggas be using, and then you realize these niggas are just talking circles around you. Because right where they started is where they gonna end up.
Let's like use common sense with these niggas. Like, let's just use our rational sense. Like, why is we going to suspend our disbelief because a nigga just starts saying Anunnaki?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna do
Mm-hmm.
nothing to you. Anunnaki, yeah, Anunnaki, but you still gotta go to work. So my fucking supervisor, Anunnaki, Billy Carson, help. What am I supposed to do? Give
Yeah,
him
what am I supposed to go into work and tell? Am I supposed to go into work and tell my boss I'm an alien? Like, dude, should I go to work tomorrow and be like, I ain't got to work today because Inky and Enlil said so?
Yeah,
The
that
fuck?
don't make sense. That don't make sense.
Billy Carson eyes make me think of MK Ultra, and then
Something to that
also,
effect.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a blank window there. Like his eyes, yeah. It looks like there's a blank window there. Like there's nothing behind the iris, bro.
Yeah, like some get out shit. But you know, also to Earn Your Leisure, I feel like something switched with them.
That's
because
yours.
it was just
The
them
other
two,
one goes
and
outside
they
with the
was-
other red ones.
And they was talking about financial
Yeah,
literacy.
that was all supposed to be
And
done.
they had a lot of good episodes. And then all of a sudden they was doing shit with 19 Keys, and I was like, uh-oh. You know, but the funny thing is, it's kind of like you got Earn Your Leisure, the two dudes, and then they got all these other niggas over here doing this stuff. You know what I mean? But they never have them in the mix with the Earn Your Leisure type of things, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Oh no, nigga, that's spot on. Cause they'll have 19 keys and Billy Carson like y'all on the channel, but we ain't going to associate with y'all niggas.
Yeah,
How
but y'all
about
not.
that?
Yeah, y'all not a no part of this shit. You
Yeah, like we
know.
not going to talk money with y'all, but we'll
Yeah,
talk like some weird shit with y'all if y'all
that's
want. Like
look
that's
hood.
that's that.
That's like me going live on your channel without you scamming
Yeah,
niggas, selling Fruit Loops or some shit,
yeah, like
selling
who does
Emerald
that?
Tablet cereal or some shit. You know what I mean?
Who does that, man? I
That's
mean,
weird. That's weird.
how do you not see through this nigga's bullshit? Like that's my real to God's honest
And
truth.
then
For
hold up,
years and years seeing this nigga on the internet, this
bruh.
nigga always was on bullshit.
And, and then the nigga 19 Keys, right? With the Elijah Muhammad star on his headband and shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
Mhm.
That just seems so disingenuous.
Oh, it's a hustle. It's a
Oh
two
my
hundred
god.
dollar headband. It's a $200 headband.
Come on,
It's a
bro.
hustle.
Yeah, he got headbands that he called crowns, and the joints is $200 to $500, bro,
A piece.
a piece
I'm not knocking
for
the
one.
hustle.
I'm
I'm
not
not
Talk about
knocking
knocking
some
the
it
fucking
hustle.
neither.
knot body, bro. Get out
I'm
of here.
not, and I think that's the part where there's the split within the community most of the times, because you have your small, not your small, but you have your group of people that want to believe this shit, right? Because they're already invested their time and their money and their energy, so they're already their confirmation bias is already stuck in this whole gamut. But when you bring new information out that exposes those people, like those people that already bought in, bro, like they don't really want to hear it, because the last thing
Yeah,
a person want to hear is, "Oh shit, I got bamboozled." Right? That's the
yeah,
last thing our people want to hear from
yeah,
people that look like them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's when the hater shit comes out. That's when, oh y'all just jealous shit comes out. But if I can't remind you that critical thinking is necessary, if I can't remind you that discernment is essential within spirituality and spiritual development, like, then I am supposed to just go along with the get along. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And I ain't gonna never try and make that make sense. But that's where the divide always comes up. People that already invested, bro, they don't want to hear that they wasted their money and their time. Even though they can see, like Hood said, that they wasted their money and their time, because you've been investing with these dudes for how long, and how better has your life gotten?
Like
And my
nah,
thing
nah,
is, part
nah.
of the
That's just
scam.
nasty.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, AD. No, go ahead,
Part of
AD.
the scam is that like they constantly keep putting someone in front of us that look like us that's getting money. Why do we keep falling for that? Is it because we
I
want to
mean,
see ourselves with that or something? I don't know, but they put people in
but
front of us constantly and trick us, and then we be like, again.
like, how far we gotta go before the people are reminded that all skin folk ain't kinfolk, right? Like, we need to still have this conversation,
It's
just
I guess
because
until
just
niggas
because
can
people.
try broke, bro, because it keeps getting happening, and people want to keep complaining and say I lost my money. Well, I guess everybody got to go broke off this spiritual shit until niggas want to
Yeah,
get together and all.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Because there's always gonna be some fake daishiki class. There's always gonna be some fake ass tour to Egypt. There's always gonna be some where you just go to a mound right up the street.
Five thousand
Nigga,
dollar retreat.
nigga, that's the biggest scam. That's the biggest scam of the boule. Any black nigga that's talking about Africa, I'm not fucking with you, because you ain't going to bear witness to a mound. You're not gonna go. We hear your grandma said that you was an Indian, right? And but you just don't know. Like, we about to do Native American gods and goddesses on this goddamn channel, breaking this shit down, because why we talking about Africa? And I get it. Egypt, beautiful, pyramids, wonderful, amazing. But nigga, the mounds, same beautiful, same amazing, same. I don't know how the fuck they did that shit. It's just that we so brainwashed as American black people, we lost. If you go to the pyramids before you go to the mounds, you are a lost Negro, and you listening to these lost Negroes leading you into lostdom because these niggas are boule, they secret society, they control the algorithms to control your mind to tell you about Africa, nigga. That's the whole game. Because when you start talking about, oh, I'm a Native American, oh, I'm an Atlantean, oh, I got magic powers out this bitch for real. Like I have magnetism, like who I am as a genetic code. Amazing. Like who we as Americans, bro, niggas a motherfucker be smoking crack and fucking shooting dice, not knowing who the fuck they are. And it's niggas like this, you come into consciousness, and all they do is get your asshole and blow nothing but hot smoke up and be like, I'm so sick of these conscious niggas. Every time they get online, they got some shit to sell you niggas. Do y'all not see that? That don't make sense. We just on here talking about conscious information, nigga, because that's what this shit is about. We don't have to fucking sell you shit because we spiritual. And y'all don't have to buy it either because we spiritual. Nigga, pay your rent.
Why?
Take care of your kids. Do what you're supposed to do.
Why would your ancestors forsake you like that? Why would your ancestors put all of the answers and the key to your existence and your DNA 5,000 miles away from you?
Why would they
Why
do that?
Why would they do that?
Why would they say
everything?
No? You gotta spend $5,000 round trip, get this weird ass Egyptian nigga that's not even ancient Egyptian to dance, take pictures, so you can stun on niggas. Let's keep it a buck. These niggas go to Egypt to stun on niggas in America. Period. Point blank. That ain't home. Your ass at home. You just don't bear witness.
And you go over there only to find out that the motherfuckers over there don't even like you. They don't give a fuck about you.
How about we are the Egyptians, but the real Egyptians ain't in Egypt? How about that?
That's a fact.
Damn,
the motherfuckers is light skinned as hell. That's a fact.
Arab, not Egyptian. Arab, not Egyptian. Arab, not Egyptian.
See, that's the type of history that needs to be taught for people to understand that. How certain dynasties got took down, how certain people got implemented into where they are today. That's certain things that people should be teaching. Not no happy go luck, fill up your smoke and pride for you to go somewhere and then you never get a solution.
At the end of the day, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, big bro.
No, that's it. They just got a vacation and just illusion wipe real quick and then back to the problem.
At the end of the day, one thing you will never say about the fucking initiates is that we here to sell you some shit and not give you no shit for yourself. You will always get something for yourself before anybody asks you to go in your fucking purse and your pocketbook. Like if anybody, and that goes for all of these fucking teachers. I don't give a fuck who they are. Put a name on. I'll put an address on every single one of them. If they not teaching you about going in, then they trying to get something from you, and they don't have your best interests at heart. Anybody that knows about this work is about going in. Everything that these niggas is teaching you is about outside shit. Like shit that ain't got nothing to do with your spirit. They ain't got nothing to do with your soul. But it's going to confuse you all to hell, and it's going to sound good. It's going to make you feel good for a little while. But guess what? You're still going to have to get up and go to work tomorrow. You're still going to have to pay them fucking bills.
I think stuff like this, it's a trap for people that are interested in spirituality because, it's easy for us to see through this. But, man, I just lost my train of thought. Man, like, look at Billy Carlson, man. Just look at the nigga. Just look at the nigga. Like, damn, bro.
Just like they doing all of these shit, these movements online in which they want to boycott all of these celebrities. These niggas is celebrities. Y'all need to start thinking about boycotting them too.
Yeah, it's all a game. Somebody asked about Terrence Howard. It's all a game. I knew it was a game when Terrence Howard, I was feeling what he said. Then he was like, yeah, like Billy Carson be saying. And I'm like, oh, he about to be on Joe Rogan. And
Mm-hmm.
lo and behold, he on Joe Rogan. And I know for a
Mm-hmm.
fact, this nigga, like, it's only going to be them niggas giving you mount lip service all day long. Because guess what? The reality of spiritual development is this. It takes time, energy, and resources, your own resources. You got to listen to your spirit. Your spirit going to tell you what to do. You either going to be strong enough to listen or you going to be a punk ass bitch. Most punk ass bitches then turn to the fucking internet to get some type of healing. No,
Mm-hmm.
you got to do this fucking work. It ain't no nigga with a fucking these niggas like, oh, he got a following. Oh, he got a little Chinese bitch that look good. Like that, you not fucking that bitch. She not giving you no pussy, nigga. So what the fuck do it matter? It don't matter, bro. You gotta do this shit. Go ahead.
You know how Gil Scott Heron said the revolution will not be televised, the enlightenment will not be on the internet.
No, it won't be.
It will not be
No,
on the internet.
the revolution will not be televised, bro. The revolution will not be televised.
And
this shit is
like,
cooked.
Yeah, you gotta really get off of this stuff. And I mean, like, hey, it's kind of like maybe you need to get scammed so you can really be like, oh no,
yeah. Somebody put that in the chat earlier about trial and error. Yeah, this might be your come to Jesus moment, right? Like this might be your initiation, right? Because you got to go through all of the mud in order to see the beautiful soil that exists on the other side. Like you got to. Unfortunately, there is no faith without works anymore. There is no microwavable moment that's going to satisfy you and bring you the gratification that you want. You're not going to be able to buy your way into spirituality. You're not going to be able to buy your way into magic. You're not going to be able to buy your way into this. If you want to buy your way into it, you're going to have to put blood, sweat, and tears into it. That's the only way it works.
My thing is like just look at the imagery. Like 19 Keys look like a nigga that just started going to the mosque and shit. And then look at Billy Carson, bro. Like look like he want to be a Man in Black so bad. And then look at his name. Billy Carson sounds like a white boy. And then and then 19 Keys. Why your name is 19 Keys? You ain't touched no key in your life, bro.
Bro.
Like just look at it. Just observe it. It's like, damn, bro. This is some bootleg shit horribly done.
Hey, never trust a nigga that take pictures with fucking sunglasses on. Or
my guy, like why can't we see your eyes, bro? Like what?
And but look at this picture. Forbidden business.
Don't even sound right.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
You know, when you think about the 19 Keys, like I'm trying to think of a way to like not even decode it, but like what they tell you in plain sight type shit. Like with the forbidden knowledge, like this knowledge forbidden because we keep it from you.
It ain't but that's the thing though. That's the scam. Yeah, it's forbidden knowledge if I don't know it, but what if I don't need to know it? Like it's like that's the scam. If I tell you it's some shit that I know that you don't know, I'm scamming you because all information is called formation, meaning that it is in you and it's formed within you. Like everything you need to know is within you. If a nigga is trying to teach you something, he's only going to teach you how to go within yourself to retrieve the truth and act upon that on recognizance. Because in this shit, you can tell a nigga to do exactly this, and this. But the truth of the matter, when they come around, they be like, man, that shit wasn't for me. I wasn't supposed to do that. And so when everybody like, what should I do? Nigga, I don't fucking know. Listen to your spirit. Because if I tell you what to do and your spirit didn't want you to do that, you're gonna be mad at me because I told you what to do. And that's the trick. Niggas be actually wanting somebody to tell them how to do spirituality, and all of it is really kind of like make-believe, right? The first nigga that created Shango, when Shango didn't exist, the nigga was like, nigga, you making that shit up. Ain't no such thing as Shango. Nigga, and now niggas bear witness to Shango everywhere you go. So yeah, it's all make-believe until like for the individual. Like it's so many spiritual systems. It's so much of this shit going on that if it don't resonate with you, don't fuck with it. But I mean, but a lot of people is just taking advantage of people who so ignorant to like they own power. And I hate that. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is not more powerful than you because they wearing sketchy sunglasses. These niggas don't got more dominion than you because they fucking assigned to the boule and they on assignment. Nigga, fuck these niggas, bro. Like I mean that, because the only thing that's powerful is you. And if a nigga ain't telling you that, there's so many conscious elders that ain't shit but scam artists. They ain't in an elder. What the fuck is an elder? Do you see the state of the conscious community today? What do we need to thank the elders for? I'm not listening to none of that old shit because none of that old shit is going to help me today. None of that shit is valid. And if nobody is tuning in and tapping into that old shit, we not, because the niggas is just blabbering off at the mouth and not even telling you, raise your fucking kundalini, nigga, right now. Don't do shit else. Go within yourself, meditate. And if you can't do that, you floating up Shit's Creek without a paddle. You relying on other people to enlighten you, and it's called enlighten. In you, you got to do this work. You got to find the spark within yourself, find your flame. Like, and that's hard. It's so hard that a nigga will scam you for thousands of dollars thinking that this is the easy way. It ain't no easy way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. Even after you give them all your money, all these niggas do is stun on you. Go on fucking Billy Carson's Instagram. All that nigga do is stun on you niggas. That's all he fucking do. That's why y'all love him. That's why y'all love him.
Yeah, we love the show off nigga. Like black people love the show off nigga.
Y'all love
the stunting nigga. But
You
don't
love the
realize
Jay-Z's.
that he's stunting on you in front of your face while he laughing at you behind your back. Like you don't realize that. You don't realize that. But he charging you for this weird shit, and then he come on. Like how much application are you getting from these guys? Like how much actual solution based information is coming from them, right? And then how is it that they can't walk you through none of this shit, but yet they still keep getting that bread from y'all? Like what are y'all really getting from them that y'all haven't already known yourself? That y'all don't already know?
Are these niggas in the moment with you? Do you feel like these conscious niggas are right here with you in the moment, or are they too deep in their scam? Or they too deep in trying to sell you their next course, nigga? Come on, man. They next event. Are they too tied into that, or are they right in the present moment with you? Like, bro, what's going on with you? How you feel? That's what this shit is about, nigga. That's what it's. How you feeling today, nigga? Not some extraterrestrials, nigga. Look at the world, bro. This world is real. In this consciousness where you just fucking fantasize about shit, that shit is ripping you of your true divine self when you project your energy into these niggas, and now they larger than life, nigga. That's you. That's you. And then they taking it and showing it to you. Like, look what you could do, nigga, if you was actually doing the work. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
That's nasty work, son. Super nasty work. And I think a lot of this, when we talk about how our people are so quick to get duped by this kind of shit, like it's the same thing. Like when our people are continuously and always talking about how we need money and we need this and we need that and resources and this, that, and the other. But at the same time, we're the number one spending people on the planet. That doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't connect. If we need shit, why are we spending the most fucking bread? Like that doesn't connect.
We spend it for the high. We spend it to feel. See, what a lot of black people don't see is that most of the time we buy, we spend, and we buy and get other things for gratification. And we got to stop that shit. That shit don't do nothing but make us more poor and more upset that we
There's no microwavable moments, yo. There's no microwave existence that's gonna give you what you need right now. Like you're not gonna meet a magical person and just get everything you need right fucking now. It's just not going down.
It's like the sensationalism of the money and all these fancy words and shit is kind of like a substitute for spirituality for most people that don't know much about it. You know what I mean? You don't know nothing about it, and you come in and you see these guys, you get on YouTube, or maybe you even watch and Earn Your Leisure videos. You know what I mean? And you's like, oh, who are these dudes? You know what I mean? Just curious. And now, you know, now you think this is spirituality. Now you telling your friends and family, you playing their videos at a cookout and shit like that. And yes, man. But
Yeah, I think.
man,
Go ahead.
it's I don't know. I mean, it's so easy to see. Like, damn, like
Yeah, but we talking about the masses, right? And the
these dudes ain't even
masses,
smooth criminals, man. They
the
just
the masses like the glitz and the glamour. They
yeah,
like the aesthetic. They like the way that shit look. And if you could,
the glamour.
it at the highest levels, I feel like it's a meme going around where this dude is like he 40 and he fat and he got some money, but he like, man, I thought it was all about the money. It's really about like your body and how you look and working out because people you get older and you realize like you might be trying to get your personality and intellect together, but if you really want to make it in life, you got to take care of yourself. Like, in a lot of black people, we missed the boat on that. You know, we don't give a fuck about working out. We don't give a fuck about fitness, right? As a community. Imagine if we said, you know what, fuck this spirituality. We gonna get our health together. We would be unstoppable as a culture because you then dealing with the mind, you dealing with everything within the vessel that begins to expand and tighten and get shit in order. But when we dealing with these processed foods, all of this shit, and then we just like, all right, we about to turn on the spirituality like it's TV. No, man, spirituality on the internet. Matter of fact, like niggas got on the internet, we took care of our business, then we got on the internet. Now niggas are really fried in the brain thinking like you can take care of business on the internet. That ain't how this shit work. That is fuck being an influencer. What the fuck? Get you in the real fucking world. You in the real fucking world. You better have some real world motherfucking skills and some real world motherfucking paper. After you get that figured out, figure out the internet shit. The realest niggas online are the niggas that got these, like when you talk about 19 keys and fucking whatever that nigga's name is, ain't no real tangible shit. They just got to get online and hit you with the magical, fantastical to make you be like, oh, these niggas is amazing. But no, it's all about tangibles, right? What can you produce in your life, right? And black people, we got so far into like, we like on reality TV shows and shit like that. We as a culture don't give a fuck, bro. Like, we don't give a fuck.
Niggas want to be entertained. Niggas want to be entertained, bro.
And watch sports and niggas know more about a parlay than fucking, you know, tax laws or fucking or the etymology of words and shit like that, or how we going to fucking unite as a community. Niggas do not give a fuck. And the reason why is because when you have some spirituality shit, they will place, like, I know that niggas is hungry for it. I think even white people is hungry for it. I think the world is hungry for it. And they like, we got the perfect niggas for you. Terrence Howard and Billy Carson. They are going to usher us into a new spiritual world. You fucking gotta be kidding me, bro. Never
Think
in a
about
million
that.
years.
Think about that. Think about your spiritual leaders being 19 Keys, Billy Carson,
And Terrence Howard
and Terrence Howard, my nigga. Like, whoop that trick, my nigga. Like, bro,
and
bro.
B.O.B. and B.O.B.
Bro, did you see
And
that combination though?
The
You
Fantastic
was
Four.
yo,
Combination though.
yo. Hit my cash app, son. Hit my cash app.
The shit they pulling off, bro. Nothing. But they don't pull off the biggest skin to get your bread. You gonna be mad at them.
yeah, man.
I think the overall story though is like I don't care how fantastic a nigga is, you still gonna have to do the work, right? And it's cool to powwow to like get into this shit, but at the same time, it don't absolve you from shit, regardless of nothing. So don't take no class, don't take no workshop if you ain't got your shit together. Cause them classes and them workshops and them events, they ain't gonna be nothing but some niggas that's about to steal your motherfucking energy. And you gonna be trying to figure out your whole fucking life. And all them niggas did was siphon you of your fucking energy.
Yeah.
And you gave it to them when you projected your God force energy on them. These niggas are not great. You are great. You are great.
I would also say if you taking a class, that means you got some type of book, you got some type of homework, you're taking notes, you can hit them up if you have questions. It's a lot more to it. And then it's, you know, it's goals and objectives and things like that. You learning stuff, even if you drop out the course 25% in, you got something that you can work with. You can't pay it off.
That shit is affordable. Like, it ain't, you ain't got to do no payment plan.
Right.
Because all this information is fucking free.
Right.
Listen, all this shit is free. Ain't no nigga learned nothing that he paid for. Never in the history of life have a nigga learned something where he paid some money and you like, oh, I didn't know that before. Because everything on YouTube you can learn in a college or vice versa.
Yeah, you don't learn that until somebody be like, all right, I need you to do this thing. And that's when you be like, oh shit, I gotta. But yeah, just having a degree don't mean you know something. Actually having experience in the industry means you know something.
And all these classes, all this classwork and study work. Come on, bro. Classwork and study work is taking you away from yourself, bro. How much classwork and study work you doing on self? Do you even know who self is? Do you know where self is?
Have you fucking ever studied yourself? The amount of money that you paying for somebody else to teach you, have you ever paid yourself that amount of money? Have you ever put the time, energy, and dedication into yourself? Or when you get with yourself, you on the Netflix, you on the game, you on the porn, you on your girl, you chilling with your homies. Like, how much time do you spend and study yourself? That's what spirituality is about. And please don't get scammed, bro. Please.
No, get scammed. Just don't get scammed twice.
Yeah, I mean, get scammed once, right? I mean, get like the girl said, "Oh, I'll give you a $300 cleaning bath, and all your problems will go wash away." I got my car towed right after that, so it's just like, that cleaning bath did not work. Like, but yeah, be careful.
Right, and that's another thing. When you do like foolish stuff like that, something will happen to you. You know what I mean? Like spirit will really whoop your head for that. You know, and you'll feel like, oh man, I just got bad luck. No, you was out of alignment. You was out of alignment, thinking that somebody was going to raise your kundalini for you, or you know, tell you this super fantastic great thing, and now you can astral travel or something like that. You know, like y'all been saying, it's just work that you have to do. It's the work you got to do. But I would just also say, just take breaks from the internet, man.
Please
take breaks from social media, YouTube. You know, just take breaks from this shit, man. Because
Yeah, I advocate for that wholeheartedly.
yeah, it won't lead you anywhere. I mean, if it's it's some entertainment, let it be entertainment.
Go to
Put
sleep.
put it
Go to
down.
bed at
Yeah,
night.
it's
Like for real. Like if you got a
yeah,
job, you get off like a cool little 9 to 5. Once you get off work, get your reading in, then go to sleep. You know you
yeah.
get better sleep
Man,
because your
man,
I'll be
one
doing
one
that. Y'all know
one
I'll be doing
third one third of your existence is the sleeping life, right? Figure out your dreams. Let's start there. Figure out what your ancestors are trying and your spirit guides are trying to tell you.
it.
Start there. You know, one third of your life is spent sleeping. At least one third. How
Mhm.
about we figure out what that is about?
Get outside, get into nature, ground yourself, like meditate, go. I was gonna say earlier, somebody asked about magnetism. You know, go to them rivers, go to them bodies of waters because they really going to change your whole molecular structure. Like you actually have to get up out of these houses, get up out of these ghettos, get up out of these cities, and get your ass up into nature. No matter how many spiritual niggas that you listen to, if your ass not going to actually like do some shit, then it's going to be like I just think it's so crazy how we think like listening to niggas and buying into their programs is actually going to be doing the work for us. Like we actually got to do this shit for ourselves, and that's the difficult part. And that would be my message from now until the end of time. There is no buyout. There is no wiggle room. Your soul is talking to your ass right now. You going to ignore it based upon your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and habits, right? And that's going to be the thing that's going to consistently block you. But when you get into a space of intuition, when you start exploring the world, when niggas call your phone and you ignore that shit, because these niggas, if it's an emergency, them niggas got to call the ambulance. They better not call you, right? You got to live your motherfucking life and not be dependent on nobody but your soul. And that's hard to do because most people are really feeling like people is out here to help them. And maybe so, but when we talking about spiritual development, this is an inward journey, right? And it's very sacred and it's very personal and it's very hard. And it's no scam artist guru nigga that's going to help you get out of the shit that you done put yourself into. Right. I don't know what you did last summer, but you know what you did last summer, and that's the work that you got to go through. And motherfuckers actually be making mistakes. Spirituality says that you ain't made no mistake. So that's what really fucks people up in the long haul. But I could go on and on and on. It's been a great show so far, but I want to know what you guys' thoughts is as far as like what you took from the show and where you want to go further with the conversation.
really understanding what you're paying attention to, really understanding what you really put your time into, and really finding a outlet for yourself. Because when it comes to this spirituality, it's so easy just to want to start a channel, want to be an influencer, want to follow the next steps. But sometimes we forget about the innovation that we can create for ourselves, and it could be the simplest thing. You can meet somebody and you guys can start something, and that could be the thing. But we don't really see that because we always comparing our spiritual journey to the next nigga. So if anything, I just really appreciate everybody for joining in, really being interactive in the chat, expressing their minds and conversating with us. It was really awesome to see that because these type of things are needed. How many people you know out here, and before we probably said it, or before or the night we gonna say, you think in your head like, man, I don't know about this nigga, man. Like, how many people you see like? Because that's how I felt about 19 Keys when he really started popping. I was like, man, who is this nigga? Like, he just came out of nowhere. Like, I ain't see no like starter shows, and they're like, dang, he's just popping out with the Cuban just out here. So that's just really my thoughts. Just seeing the people who is put in front of us and really understanding what we creating for ourselves. Because it's so easy to just jump on the banter and just be like, yeah, we doing this. And then you hitting up all these niggas and ain't nobody hitting you.
Ashe. Yeah, I probably like to echo those sentiments a lot, but I'd also like to say maybe we should all start advocating and practicing being less available. Um, Being less available to people, being less available to things that don't serve us, and being less available to situations that don't matter. Like, it's so much work to be done just trying to figure out who and what you are that really, once you embark on it, you're really not going to want to do anything else. Because that's where the fascinating shit is. That's where the beautiful shit is. That's where the fantastic shit is. The discovery of self. And yeah, the journey is long and it's hard and it's arduous, but it's necessary. It's fulfilling. And there is an awesome rainbow at the other side of that thing. Like, it does exist.
Breeze, you there? I know it's late.
He might have fell asleep.
Yeah, man, and I don't say this. I care about the people, bro. At the end of the day, I care about you, and I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I could do a damn thing for you because the reality is that, like, more than likely I can't, and I'm okay with that because I don't feel compelled to do shit for nobody because I know my heart and I know my spirit. But at the end of the day, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, it's not like, I don't feel like we got to live in this world and be spiritual and act like we down to help everybody, and it's 9 billion people on the fucking planet. What does that look like? And the nigga ain't never gave me shit that I ain't, fair trade. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't just come out the woodwork and say, here, Kyrie, you don't got to pay your rent for the month. That shit don't happen to me. And if shit don't happen for me, I can't just turn around and starting to GoFundMe. That shit weird to me. You gotta actually be a man and take care of your business. You gotta be an adult. You gotta be a human being. And the reality of it is that, nigga, it ain't right to charge niggas all the time when I know y'all gotta take care of y'all motherfucking kids. Y'all gotta buy y'all kid a bike or some shit like that. Y'all don't need to be giving me no motherfucking money, bro. That's real. Y'all got to take care of y'all shit. Y'all got to take care of y'all families, bro. Y'all got moms and dads. I got moms. Like, bro, this shit is real. And we spiritual beings, bro. We should be the community, real talk, that ain't about that shit. We should be the community. Let the real estate niggas scam. Let the stock niggas scam. Let the motherfucking dating my coaches scam. But let us represent spirituality. Like, damn, I feel better listening to this video. That's how I started with this shit. Minus, Bobby Hemmett didn't never really sell shit. He talked for 8 hours, just information. You know what I'm saying? He might have his infomercial, and I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Promoting yourself. I'm an advocate for that. But at the same time, man, you ain't gonna make it in this world long term if you don't figure out that money gonna come to you, my G. Money gonna come to you if you believe in God, bro. I swear to, like, I promise you, if you truly trust in God and have faith in God, money gonna come to you. See, Ain't it so fucking ironic and crazy that we talking about spirituality and most of the motherfuckers within the spiritual community don't give a fuck about God? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that backwards? Why can't we have a reverence for the creator of the earth and none of us created trees or none of this shit?
Isn't
Wouldn't
it
know how to do
evil?
it.
Isn't it
Ain't that
evil to live backwards?
ain't that dark?
Isn't it evil to live?
That's dark to me, bro. I give gratitude to God, bro, because I was just a nigga walking down the street, freaking a black and mild, trying to find the hoes, bro. God had to say, look, nigga, it's more to life than what you think it is to life, bro. And that's why I gotta give honor and glory to God, bro. That shit, we the spiritual community, nigga, not the fucking scam community. And y'all letting this shit turn into that. And it's not the niggas that's doing it. It's y'all that's buying into the shit. Don't buy into it. If a nigga, we don't want to buy the shit. We want to hear the information. We want to feel better. We want to be enlightened. What downloads did you get? What channels did you get? Let's just talk. Don't sell me shit. Don't have a whole conversation that's leading me into buying some shit. Don't do that. We need to have a conversation with these influencers. We not coming to your event because nigga, inflation, recession, the fucking Mexicans is coming across the border every day, nigga. We trying to save every fucking penny because we don't know. Do you know that 50% of people live in check to check? Help me get some money. Like, let's actually have some real dialogue. Stop scamming the people, bro. Like, I hope that this message reverberates through the whole spiritual community so we can at least have some relative conversations outside of motherfuckers promoting some shit. That shit is corny. Go into another sector of YouTube and sell your shit. Have the spiritual shit be about spiritual development and raising kundalini and sciences, astrology, things of that nature. Get it information to the people. Put out long videos. Make sure niggas is taking notes. Like, make sure that this shit is applicable. Cause people need this shit, bro. Y'all have these niggas got a platform. Many niggas turn into a Black Magic 363 all the time. Them niggas could change the whole fucking planet. They could raise the whole fucking frequency. But nope, they rather give you a scam artist and a liar and a con artist and call it spirituality. That shit is crazy to me. But that's just my thoughts, man. Jabriz, you back? Think bro went to sleep. He gotta wake up early, so I appreciate him for joining us. You know what I'm saying? I know this wasn't customary, so I appreciate the world renowned chemical engineer giving us the good information. But what you say, sir?
No, I was gonna say I think he put a message in the chat.
Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah, he said he's knocked out. So so with that being said, man, any closing words? How could people reach it? Get in touch with y'all?
Initiates all over the planet. Initiates everywhere you go. Every social media platform. Initiates Substack. And please check out White Rabbit Psych Substack. That shit is gorgeous. Please check out whiterabbitpsych.com, coinexchange.com. And yeah, we just getting started on this thing over here. I shake to y'all and I shake to y'all ancestors. Thank y'all for the space.
All right, off the muscle. Anything to say, AD, before we get up out of here?
Just Instagram, AD_Senpai33. Always make sure that you're working on yourself because you got to remember that you're the passion project.
Yeah, it's all about you. You know, you got to do this soul work. At the Hood Mystic, join me on Instagram. I'm going to probably do a funny meme, some reels. I keep shit real spicy on there. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow my stories. That's where the real shit happens. But other than that, man, we're going to keep this thing going. Any concepts, topics, ideas y'all want to tap into us, reach out to us on IG. What's the IG for the initiates, yo?
And Initiates for the Flame.
Initiates of the Flame. Hit us up, man. Get active with us. Join the Discord. Let's have a conversation, continue the conversation outside of the YouTube platform so we can, exchange ideas and raise consciousness, and not scam each other. Like I said, join in the Discord. I really mean it. No scamming, no fucking. I done did spiritual groups, and it's always about scamming and it's always about fucking. I want to have the first spiritual Discord in the history of all spiritual discords where there's no scamming and no fucking. Okay, we just gonna act like we love each other and we ain't trying to just get in each other's pants. We want to raise each
No
other's
sex.
kundalini.
No sex in the champagne room. No sex in the
No,
champagne room.
no sex in the champagne room. But nah, man, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all energy. The chat was live today, and we'll be sure to get y'all content, similar to this because y'all here for the shits. I'm here for the shits, and we gonna give y'all the shits. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get, we gonna get down and dirty off the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
We up out of here though, man. Peace.
Peace.